And I think that's the biggest thing right now is still trying to be me and, with my athleticism or my style of play and play a brand new position.
Is it a little overwhelming to do this and kind of be like a crash course in it?
Yeah, it's getting better. It was definitely rough at first. It was like a new language. I went into the first defensive meeting and they're talking about coverages and, blitzes, and I have no idea what's going on, literally none. And so I just sit there and Preston Hadley from last year, he's able to help me out a lot. Some of the older injured guys are able to help me out. So, they're super helpful, and each day it just gets better and better.
Now, is this official? Is this for some depth right now, and there's a chance you may go back to offense? Do you know what the plan is?
Right now, as far as I know, I'm playing this as if this is 100% official. Don't know if I'll fully go back to offense. Don't know if I'll split time. Right now, my main focus is as if I'm playing this and never going back.
So there is a chance that you could possibly play both if they asked you to do that.
Yeah, Coach and I said that he felt comfortable with me playing Y or H. So if they needed me to go back and play some of that, I'm still available to do that. They switched my numbers so that I can be an offensive and defensive guy and a defensive back.
What's your number now?
6. So what Jordan Johnson was on defense, kind of I should say kind of a tribute to him, and then it was open on offense.
What is the mindset of the team right now, going through kind of all these injuries at once?
I think the best thing the thing that we're trying to do is just to stay positive and really stay healthy. Our focus is, our focus on getting regenerated, going into the trainer, getting treatment. Our focus is just as high there as it is on the field and as it is on, our coverages and things like that, because our focus needs to be high there because we need to be healthy so that we don't keep losing guys.
How much time are you spending with the iPad now that you have to pick up?
A lot more. They have a little bit more for the defensive side of the ball that I'm using, and it's really helpful actually. The way that it's set up, the sort of apps that they have it's just unreal. What I can do outside of the football office.
Give us an idea of what you can do with that.
There's video. There's Coach Howell explaining the defensive coverage, what everyone's doing. There's quizzes on the app. There's just the visual pictures of who goes where. And so it helps me to see where everyone fits into it, and I can figure out what I'm supposed to be doing as a cornerback.
When George Justin went down, did you anticipate at all you being asked to
No,
go over there?
Not one bit. Didn't even think about it.
What was your reaction when that?
I was definitely surprised because even when I got called up to meet with Coach and Coach Mendenhall, I just had no idea what that meeting was about. I hadn't done anything wrong as far as I knew. Hadn't done anything significantly right, and I just had no idea. And then so when they asked me to play field corner, it was a total surprise.
Was it just a shot? I mean, if you could just go through your emotions, was it just something? No, I don't want to do that, or were you just, yeah, I'll do it right away?
I honestly didn't have any hesitation about it. They asked me to do it. I'm part of the team. It's a team deal, so I didn't really have any question about it. I said, yeah, I'll do it. I would say once I started doing it, that's when I'd say the feeling definitely set in more like this is more than I thought. This is more of a foreign language than I thought. But as the past, I think it's been 2 days, a few practices have gone by, I've become more accustomed and more used to it, and it's getting better.
Have you played cornerback at all? I mean, pee-wee ball?
Yeah, I guess then, when I was younger in high school, I played some corner. I played a little bit, I think my senior year before the season started over the summer, Skelly. But it feels completely foreign to me, playing at a, college ball, Division I level.
Is Jordan helping you?
Jordan's helping me out, and it's super helpful to have him help me out. Jordan is awesome at what he does at corner, and so, I just take what I can from him. We share some similarities, and I think that's why they moved me over. And so any advice that I can get from him, that's, I take it.
What's the best advice he's given you?
I would say probably just be loose and just don't think too much. Just be an athlete. I think sometimes you can get caught up in thinking about the coverages. You can get caught up in thinking about, your assignment and things like that, and you just forget to just be a player and just make plays. And so he's really encouraging to just, he's like, hey, just remember you're an athlete. You can make plays and stick to it. Believe in yourself.
Have you been in a team situation since the switch where you had to actually hit somebody?
Yeah, I've had to hit someone.
What was that like the first time?
It didn't bother me. I enjoy contact. As you know, in offense, I was playing inside receiver, so I was blocking outside linebackers. In high school, I wrestled, and I just enjoy like the contact part of the game. So I don't like to shy away from it. And even though I'm a lot smaller, I didn't notice too much of a problem, at least.
Do you remember who it was you tackled?
Well, we didn't go full on tackle, but just like a collision with the receiver or a back coming out and just thudding up. I think probably the biggest guy I hit was Devin Mahina. He's a big boy. So.
Is your lack of size more of a disadvantage at corner than it would be at receiver? Does it matter?
I don't really know. I think a lot of people could look at it as receiver and say it's a big disadvantage, but I've never thought of it like that. And a lot of people will look at it at corner and say it's a big disadvantage. But I think it just puts more focus on having better technique. A bigger guy can, his technique doesn't need to be perfect and he can still make those plays, but I just need to focus on having that perfect technique. And I think as I figure that out, my size won't be a huge disadvantage.
How about your ability as far as maybe just leaping and that type of thing? You feel comfortable with that?
Yeah, I feel comfortable with my ability to jump, my ability to run, regain speed, stuff like that. So I haven't gone in a ton of live settings. I think we've had, not counting this morning because we didn't do really anything full speed. I think I've had 1 or 2 practices with it, and I'm adjusting to it, and I think I'll see where I need to focus as the week goes on.
With a mindset of a receiver, can you use that as an advantage as a defensive back?
I think so. These first few days I've been thinking a lot, trying to figure out what I'm doing, and I think it's kind of held me back from using my full potential. But as I start to understand the defense and my responsibility, I think that I think I'll be able to use those sort of the receiver mentality that I had in offense and whatnot.
Team sessions, there could be a fair amount of trash talk going on. You find yourself going to be conflicted there, not knowing what to do?
No, I don't think so. I mean, people are always talking, and I don't know. I just do my thing. I don't try to compare myself to others, and I don't, if they want to talk negative, they want to talk positive, then so be it. I'm just going to do my thing.
Will you walk us through kind of when you got to BYU and when you walked on and all that kind of thing?
Sure. Actually got to BYU winter semester of 2011. Tried out for the team then. I didn't make it. I then tore my ACL that school year. Didn't find out till the summer that my ACL was torn. And then so...
What were you doing that?
I was playing intramural soccer. So got surgery that summer, at the end of the summer. 6 months post-surgery, I tried out the next winter, and I made it, but wasn't able to get cleared by the trainer. So I wasn't taken on the team because I was a walk-on. Then that coming fall, so it'd be fall 2012, I tried out and didn't make it. And then this last winter, I tried out and finally made it and got cleared.